Hey everybody, Tim Brzezinski here. In this series, we're going to explore GeoGebra's 3D graphing calculator and see how powerful of a tool it is to foster active, student-centered, discovery-based learning. I'm really excited to show you a lot that you could do with your students with this app, but more importantly, with the whole purpose of putting them at the driver's seat, student-centered discovery versus teacher-centered instruction. Now, in this each tutorial that we're going to go through in this series here, in each one, we'll be learning maybe 2 or 3 new tools at a time. But in doing so, we'll pick up many ideas for discovery learning along the way. So thank you for joining me. We're going to get started here. So in this YouTube screencast, if you go to the description below, you'll notice a direct link to the GeoGebra resource. Feel free to go there if you're not there already. There is a YouTube link to the same video in that resource itself. That resource is right here, using the point, plane through 3 points, and intersect 2 surfaces tools. That's this one right here. So you'll notice there is a GeoGebra 3D app embedded within this resource right here. But this is kind of a small space to work with. So if you want, just go to the snowman in the upper right corner, the 3 dots, and click on Open in App. Okay, this basically takes that same resource that I previously created, open it up in the app right here, and there it is. Okay, now over here is the algebra view. You could type in items, but over here, if you click on the circle triangle, that's your tools palette. So go there. Now the tools palette, I've actually taken, if you hit more, I've taken a lot of tools out because I want to make your life easier. I want to focus on only the tools we're going to look at in each tutorial for each one. But this list will get bigger as through each one we go through, because obviously once we learn how to use these once, we could do it again. All right. So the most basic tool is the point tool. Click on it and you plot a point. Now this gray plane is the XY plane. Now I hid the axes. I'll show you how to get them after, but just click on the gray plane and you'll immediately notice that once you do, you see an up and down arrow. So if you click on your mouse or your touchpad, click on it, and you could bring A above or below that plane right there. I'll bring it way up above. I'll click again, and I'll go below. And I'll do one more here and go maybe a teeny bit above, like so. Now, the important thing is that after you use a tool, you got to turn that tool off by hitting the blue move arrow. That lets you move things around. I clicked on move, and now you can see here, I have A, B, and C. I can actually take C, and if you click on a point again, you could actually go in this direction parallel to the gray plane. You click on a point, you could do one of 2 things: move it up, down, or click again, you can move it like in a plane parallel to that gray XY plane. That's how GeoGebra lets you position points. All right. Now let's talk geometry. Many students learn in the very beginning of the year that through any 3 non-collinear points, there's exactly 1 plane that passes through them, is there not? So let's click on the plane through 3 points tool, and let's click on A, then B, and then C, and watch what happens. Now turn the tool off, of course. We can move C back a little bit here. You'll see how that turquoise plane passes through A, B, and C? It's pretty cool, right? And let's take the intersect. Now let's see, how does that gray XY plane that was there to start with and this plane, how do they cross? Well, the intersect 2 surfaces command can help us answer that question. Some students will see it, but for those that don't, well, let's let them tell us. Intersect 2 surfaces, touch one surface, touch the other, and voila. There you have it. Turn the tool off now, and now you can explore this from any angle, anywhere, anytime. Now you can move points as you go through, right? You see what I mean? But this helps students quickly discover that through any 2 non-parallel planes, the intersection is a line. Now, granted, I'm not trying to throw out the idea of using 2 faces of a tissue box or the wall, where does a wall meet the ceiling of a room. We should still use real-life physical examples, in my opinion. But, students can quickly go on their phones, on their tablets, or even right here on the computer or Chromebook and discover this very concept virtually. Very, very powerful tool. Again, quick ideas for discovery learning for you while simultaneously learning how to use a few of these tools. The Move Graphics tool, very quickly. I never use it because, well, why'd you put it in there then? Good question. This lets you shift back and forth, up, down, click again the mouse. You can go up, down. But if you have the move arrow selected, if you hit the shift key down, it kind of acts the same way. All right, that's one way. And the rotate 3D graphics is simply a rotator that anywhere you are, usually if you want to rotate, you have to click in the white, but this tool will let you rotate from anywhere. You could touch those, rotate, and of course the delete tool just erases items like so. All right, so that's our baby step started to learning GeoGebra's 3D graphing calculator. And so yeah, in the next tutorial, we'll learn how to do some more things. We're using some other tools. Many of you will notice that the tools in the graphing calculator and geometry apps look different somewhat than the ones in the 3D app. And there's a lot of tools that are the same, but there's also some new ones in 3D that we're going to explore extensively in this series as well. But we're going to take baby steps to get there. So that's our start. I'm Tim Brzezinski. Thank you for watching. If you like what you see, feel free to subscribe, and we'll have a lot more coming in the series along the way. So have a great day.